Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My name is Haroon Qureshi, and I'm going to be talking a little bit about Imam Hussein Raziallahu Anhu and the sermon on the plains of Karbala. The year is 61 AH after Hijrah. Imam Hussein Raziallahu Anhu is the grandson of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. His father's uncle is named Hamza. Jafar al-Tayyar is also one of his uncles. In this time of era, what was happening here is that there was a lot of battles going on between the truth and the unjust, the truth and the false, the good, the bad was happening here. So in the fields or the plains of Karbala was a group of people that were connected with one of them known as Yazid. And Yazid and his army was out there to basically to unalive Imam Hussein Raziallahu Anhu. And at this point here, what happened was Imam Hamza Raziallahu Anhu jumped on his horse and he approached them, went to them. And basically at this point here, he was basically saying is that he was representing the lineage that he's coming from, the background that he's coming from, and the family and everybody else who's connected, which Yazid and his people, they know about it. So at this point here, when he was basically speaking about why they want to unalive him and why is they're basically after him for whatever reason, he tried to justify his being and his quest for everybody to become Muslim. He stood his ground, and as he was saying, one of Yazid's men turned around and said from the background, "Why don't you take oath to Yazid?" At this point here, things started going through Imam Hussein Raziallahu Anhu's mind that basically all the wealth that there is, the power that's there, the money that's there, and at the same time with all of that, you're going to be getting some respect out of it. Imam Hussein Raziallahu Anhu stood his ground by telling them who he is and his lineage. And now at this point, the tension is starting to get a little bit higher. The silence is becoming loud. And is there anything that can stop you from unaliving him? Are you doing this out of revenge for one of your men? What's the reasoning that's going on here for you guys to be basically after him? Imam Hussein Raziallahu Anhu didn't really give up that easy. He stood his ground, and in the end he gave up the easiness of the world and happily embraced the hardship that he's going to go through on the path of the truth, that would never give oath to a transgressor like Yazid. He couldn't bear to see the Muslims fall into ruin. So at this point here, he gave himself up. By Allah, the sacrifice of the martyrs of the Karbala for the sake of Islam was a huge favor to the Muslims after them. So because Imam Hussein Raziallahu Anhu gave himself up, and in order to make life easy for the next batch of Muslims that are going to be coming around, and it just kind of makes you think that how things have been done in the past and how transgressors are and how they think and what kind of reaction and what kind of revenge these guys are all about and taking. I hope everybody can understand what I'm saying here. If there's any questions or anything, please let me know. Jazakallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.